on the Leafs on my computer, and I was watching that closely. And it was nice to pretend that the Jays didn't exist. Like I'd have them on the big TV, no sound, and I was like, that's like a regular season game. I'm barely even paying attention. Blah blah blah.
That's the nice thing is I could watch the Leafs game, and then when something happens in baseball, then it stops for a while.
I will say, just quickly on the Jays, I don't know, like you said, you didn't even care about it last night. You weren't locked in or whatever, but the feeling that I have today is almost not even like exuberance. It's just pure relief. And I'm like, thank God I don't have to do that again until Sunday.
I thought that was a fun one.
No, it's horrible. It's just horrible. Every moment is horrible.
When's it fun for you?
Never.
It should feel like it's just getting started, not like a relief.
I mean, they got Pat.
There's no relief. There's just a build for.
Well,
I will say,
beating the Yankees
I don't want you to be
is
satisfied. I don't want you to be satisfied.
This is a Berube.
I don't want you to be satisfied. If they lose the next round, you need to be crushed and disappointed.
Duh.
You know what? You know what? I felt additional pressure for the Jays because of Buck. Because Buck went out there and said, the Yankees are not a good team.
And he was right.
They're not.
And
then he went back on in New York, I think, and doubled down. Again, he's like, I was right. They aren't any good. They suck. And guess what?
I felt some pressure to back up Jamie Campbell.
But baseball, unlike any other sport, has this feeling of winning like multiple championships before you win the championship.
It is. Everyone knows it's too much.
Disagree.
What do you? Well, no. What do you?
It's just like
it's like
you're winning. It's like you've won 3 World Series already.
Love it. I love it. I love it all.
I would say hockey could do a little more celebrating when they win a round.
They do.
They don't.
Just at the bar.
No, they don't.
Just at the bar. They don't.
What celebrating do you want?
No.
Let the fans do that on the streets.
Because they come on the mic and they go, we haven't done anything yet. This is just
and it's true.
No, it's not true. It's something. It's between everything and nothing.
So when's the 10th-year anniversary that the Leafs beat Tampa Bay coming up?
No, it's not the same.
In the first round.
It's obviously.
When are you going to celebrate that?
This is such a Kipper's egg. They didn't do anything. I wasn't even watching. This is classic Kip. We've been working together 5 years. I'm really it didn't even matter. I wasn't even watching.
It's only one championship where
the group chat is Kipper. Oh my God, 100 exclamation marks. He comes on here. He's like, I don't even care. I don't even care.
My mom was texting me about it. She goes, I can't believe I'm watching a baseball game. I got my artsy friends watching it.
Don't be satisfied. You're in it to win it.
They're saying the right things. We don't have to.
I agree with the fact that I'm not satisfied, but beating the Yankees is different than beating any other team. Beating the ecosystem that is the New York Yankees is one of the sweeter things that you could have.
And seeing Vladdy dancing to Kings of New York, seeing Schneider do the start spreading the news, B words, we're going, seeing all this is great. The Yankees lose.
If your Leafs beat Florida last year, and lost to Carolina, it still would suck.
Less sucky.
Well, and here's the thing.
It's just sucky or no sucky.
Guess what?
No more baseball.
They wouldn't have lost to Carolina.
All right.
Okay. Enough of that baseball talk, unless our next guest wants to get into it. Let's welcome in Craig Berube, head coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So, was it tough coaching last night with one eye on the ice and the other one apparently on a Blue Jay game, like everybody in the stands, apparently?
Well, just in the third period, there was a little bit of a cheer going on there. The Blue Jays score came up or whatever, but no, it was good. Great to get back at it. Great to get that win.
No doubt the most important thing, Craig, the 2 points and getting the win. But outside of that, I got a sense from your post-game comments that there's a few things that you want to talk about or work on before Saturday night against Detroit. What's at the top of the list for the next few days as you gear towards Game 2?
Yeah, I think execution with the puck, but also just a little more directness with the puck. I thought we were a little bit slow at our decision making at times, and then execution wasn't great at times with the puck. And I've seen this before, but we could be better with the puck, and I think that caused some problems. Obviously, when you put our players in tough positions with turnovers and not executing plays.
Greg, when you look at your lineup, obviously some new line combinations. how do you go into the first chunk of a season and try to have patience while trying new things? How quickly do you react to things as they're happening? I guess it's small samples, but we are learning things as we're going here. How do you approach trying to create lines with this early information?
Yeah, I think, I keep, experimenting, and like I did last night, I moved guys around throughout the game a little bit here and there, and I'm going to keep doing that. I don't think that changes too much over, maybe the first month. I think I'm going to move people around a little bit and try different things, but, I'm not just going to quit on the lines after one game either. I'm not doing that either. So you got to have some patience, but also in game, I'm going to mix guys around a little bit like I did last night.
Can you give us, Craig, a little bit of insight in the changes just prior to last night's game? Because we saw Scott Laughton leave out, and usually it's okay. Lawton's out, I'll replace him with maybe a fourth line center of my depth, and I would have thought Camp would go in, but you chose to change up the other lines as well. So that just couldn't have been all about Scott Laughton not being there anymore. I mean, there was other reasons why you wanted all of a sudden Marcelli to go back up with Austin.
Well, I guess because I had the confidence in Max because I used him in that role last year in the third line at center quite a bit throughout the season. And that was a big part of it when Laughton went down, to be honest with you. And then just the roster moves and things like that we made, So I'm working with what we got. And, I've used Max there before, and he's done a good job there. So that was the reason to put Max back there and get Marcelli up where I put him to try him out there with Austin and Knives. And so I just juggled some guys around and what I thought would be a good fit. And like I said, it's still, we're working on it. We're still, trying to figure out if this will be a good fit or not. Like I said, I need more than one game.
So we imagine that we'll see Marcelli with Austin maybe throughout the weekend here. What did you see last night? I thought it was a quiet game for Austin. What was your overall assessment of the big line?
Yeah, I think they had some good shifts where they were possessing the puck and doing some good things. But obviously it wasn't enough. We all know that. And it'll get better. I do believe that. I think some of their puck touches were not great. I go back to the puck again. I didn't think that, we were making good plays with it or executing, with our plays. So, like I said, we got to keep working on that. That's something we're going to focus on tomorrow at practice.